Understanding masculine and feminine energies and what are they? So, if you have not ever heard of the concept of what feminine and masculine energies are, first you have to understand that everything is energy. Everything is energy. Both men and women, we hold masculine and feminine energy. The the dynamic, however, is that we do, as women, hold more feminine energy. And the reason we hold more feminine energy is because our bodies are biologically designed to create life, to create babies. And once you understand that at a deep level, you realize that perhaps the way that we've been functioning as a society isn't built to be worked like men. So, first of all, I want to say that we both, men and women, have both masculine and feminine energies. It's not that you are a man, so you only have masculine energy, or that you're a woman, so you only have feminine energy. It's a type of energy, masculine and feminine. It's a quality. So, for example, feminine energy is characterized by flow. It's characterized by emotion. It's characterized by nurturing. It's characterized by being in the chaotic nature. So I want you to think of like the ocean. I want you to think of something that the ocean is so incredibly beautiful, or even a swimming pool like the water, or the river. So when you think of a river, there's the water that flows. It crashes. It just flows. It's very unpredictable, but very beautiful, right? I know you can relate if you're a woman who is on her cycle. She is chaotic sometimes, and there's indescribable motions and things that come up during our cycle. So that is the nature of feminine energy. Now, masculine energy is like the container, it's the structure, it's the security. And if you think of rocks in the ocean, right, they're the stability in the ocean. They don't move, the huge ones. They hold the container, or the swimming pool. The container of the swimming pool, or the riverbed, it holds it. Or I heard a really funny analogy just then. The egg, the masculine energy is like the shell of the egg, and then the feminine energy is the yolk and the egg whites inside. So without masculine energy, the egg would just be a blob on the floor, and without feminine energy, the egg would just be this shell, empty shell without its beauty inside. So we have masculine and feminine energies because it allows us to have this beautiful dance of like yin and yang, where we create and we have structure to create. And when we are in beautiful harmony of the both, it becomes, we can create cities, we can create amazing, amazing things. Now, what happens is that in society, I was suffering a lot with living my masculine energy because I used it as a protection mechanism, and society placed a lot of worth on career-driven women. I never wanted children. I just wanted to build an empire and be successful and make a lot of money. And the truth is, it just brought me further and further away from my pleasure. It brought me further and further away from my life force. It brought me further and further away from truly enjoying life. And I want you to understand that whatever your core is, maybe you're a woman but you have more masculine energy, and that's absolutely fine. You decide what kind of role you want to play in society. However, if you want to attract money, if you want to attract men, which money and obviously men and God are masculine energies, they have a masculine texture, because money is a providership. It gives stability, it gives security. So that energy, if you are wounded within your own masculine energy, you will force, you will chase, you will grind and hustle and work hard, and then find out, why is money not really attracted to me? Because the thing is, if you have a very masculine man and a very feminine woman, they're very attracted to each other, right? And if you have a very masculine shield around you as a woman, you can repel money. So I would highly recommend you look at your own masculine energies within. What does your inner dude say? What does your head always tell you? And the way I really was able to heal my own masculine energy was to realize that I went through all these moments of when I was a little girl, crying in my bedroom all alone, realizing that I was never taught that it was safe to feel, to cry, to show emotion, to show that my vulnerability, because feminine energy, there's a vulnerable side to it. It's showing my heart, right? And so I placed a lot of my value and my worth on career, on success, and I lived a lot in my masculine energy. I was consistently I was working really, really hard, and I lost touch of my femininity, like of the things that bring me pleasure and joy. And even though I started wearing dresses and doing my nails and doing my hair and speaking slowly and speaking softer, I was still in a place of forcing and controlling and doing it because X, Y, and Z said I would be more feminine. But it doesn't work like that. It works the other way around. It has to be coming from our inner work first, when we heal the inner wounds. Because the thing is, I just did not feel safe to be a woman. I didn't feel safe to feel my emotions. I didn't feel safe to be chaotic or feel or be vulnerable. I didn't feel safe because I wasn't given the space to feel safe. And so after healing that, it's been an amazing journey of allowing myself to just be and just allow myself to have pleasure and have a beautiful balance of doing, right, creating, and having structure in my life, which I love having structure in my life so that I can flow within my day and be the woman that allows myself to create a business, right? I created a 6-figure business from hustling, from grinding. But I realize now feminine energy, it just feels so much more beautiful. It feels so much more at ease. It makes me feel so much more pleasure. And I would love to make money from pleasure as opposed to pushing a boulder up a hill and forcing and controlling from my masculine energy. So healing that is very, very important. So I want you to have this awareness now. What part needs to not be healed, because I don't really like the word healing, but transmuted, alchemized. What part of you doesn't feel safe to enjoy slowing down, to enjoy pleasure, to really be in your body, to be present? Millionaires know that to attract wealth is to be able to be in touch with their feminine energy. Because I'm sure you're aware of the hyper masculine, almost toxic masculine nature of do, productivity, time blocking. And I was like that. I was definitely like that. I placed my worth on being able to work like a man and be like a man and compete with men. And it's not fun. And that's what I've come to realize on my journey. However, I want you to find out what is your truth, right? Like I'm always going to say, take everything with a grain of salt, because I want you to find out your truth. What is going to work best for you? And as you start going and diving deeper into this journey, doing healing or transmuting and alchemizing way more, you'll start to find out the truth of who you are and what matters to you and what is important for you and who you are at your core. And once you do that, you start to flow with life. You'll start to flow with the universe, with God, as opposed to going against the current. Because have you ever tried swimming up a river? It's a challenge.